EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll motion over Samuel. They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Stroud begins with a pass. He's got Dell for that one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
First carry for Joe Mixon. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
On the quick, right?
They'll run here with Mixon. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and He has his head down just in disbelief. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive.
To the goal line and in. Take down. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Tackle there by Will Anderson. So after one, it's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Purdy. That'll be intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
All right.
1st and 10. Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
On first down, it's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On second down, Stroud. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be third down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here we go, let's go.
To throw, it's Stroud. He's in. Touchdown, Houston.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Here's Purdy on first and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Here's Purdy again. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Look to high, look to high.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They will work the middle with Mixon. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down for Houston.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. They'll go right back to Mixon. He'll manage only a couple. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Back to throw. Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. Here's McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Purdy now on 2nd down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, San Francisco.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a give running left with Mixon. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Jennings. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
First down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. It's second down. Back to the air again is Purdy. That is caught. What a throw. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? To throw once more, it's Purdy. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for two. A one-score game late, you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 42-yard line.
Here we go, let's go.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. On third down, here's a run by Mixon. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Tampa. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pistol.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Point it right. Done.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
King.
46-yard line.
Hey, alert. That's up.
Now Mayfield. Right back to Chris Godwin. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Run. What's that?
Mayfield now. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, the summer humidity has abated, the roof is open, and it's time for football at NRG Stadium here in Houston, Texas. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to... It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Nice move at the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2J. Hold on. Down. Nike taxi.
Here's Stroud. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, Now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right on the 30. No score after one on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Already.
Now Stroud. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Pacheco headed right. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Another one caught by Collins. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here goes Stroud again. Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. And Stroud now to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And no hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. A give right side for Pacheco. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hunt will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down, Kansas City.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. But I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's 1st down. Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Stroud. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Now Stroud. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
This is 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.